Welcome to Food Fights, and today we're going to be comparing these two brands of chocolate cupcakes. On the left, weighing in at 12.7 ounces, are Hostess chocolate cream-filled cupcakes. And on the right, weighing in at 3.6 ounces, is Little Debbie's cream-filled chocolate cupcakes. I'm really looking forward to this because I haven't had any of these for a long time. So this is going to be really interesting. Normally I'd try to match the two sizes of package, but this is really all I could find, and these weren't really that easy to find. I mean, what's inside is what's important. The packaging of the Hostess, I mean, my gosh, that symbol, that icon, that's Hostess. They were always known for making a quality snack. Of course, Debbie's been around for a long time too. We all recognize the little Debbie icon, but it seems like it just seems budget to me, where Hostess just seems like top quality. Whether it is or not, let's find out. So let's zip open this box of Hostess. And here we got that little zipper tab right on there. Let's pull one of these out of here. And they are individually wrapped, obviously, but in singles, okay? So let's grab out a single Hostess cupcake. Let's open the Little Debbie up and see how those look. So let's put the Little Debbie down on a plate. Let's open up the Hostess. I'm really amazed how these things look. These look almost identical. It's like they almost came off the same assembly line. I don't know. Well, the frosting looks different on the Hostess. And I'm not liking what I'm seeing. This frosting is it's really dry and kind of coarse. Not glossy. It just has a very matte finish. It almost looks artificial, where the Little Debbie has kind of a glossy look, and it feels smooth and it feels fresh. You can see it's even pliable. See how smooth that is? And it could be just that maybe the Hostess are just older, but yeah, this frosting feels kind of old and brittle. I don't know. So I don't know if it's one is older than the other or not. I bought both of these today, and so we'll see. Something else I noticed, you may not be able to tell on camera, but this curlicue pattern of the white frosting on the top, on the Hostess has kind of a brownish tint to it, where this is on the Little Debbie is really white. So I'm really surprised. I really thought the Hostess would be at a better quality than what the Little Debbie is. All right, let's cut these open and see what they look like on the inside, how much cream is in there. I'm actually having trouble cutting through that frosting of that Hostess cupcake. So there's what the Hostess looks like. So now let's try the Little Debbie. And that knife, oh, that just goes right through there. The Little Debbie is definitely a lot fresher than the Hostess. Wow. So you can see how cleanly the Little Debbie cut, and the Hostess just seems a bit dry. But the thing that really is important, the most important thing, is the taste and texture of these. So let's try this Hostess and let's see how this is. Tastes good, but that frosting is it's hard and dry. Wow. This actually takes away from it. It probably adds to the flavor, but the texture, this has got to be an old batch, I'm telling you. Even though I bought them at the same time, I'm surprised. I mean, it tastes good, but it tastes old. I'll try one more bite. Yeah, it's okay. It's good. Certainly not gross at all, but it is a little bit dry. It's definitely, I guess, kind of stale. What's the date? December 13th, 2019, and today is the 3rd, December 3rd. So this is 10 days before the sell-by date. So I'm really surprised at how these really are. Wow, I'm really surprised. Let's see if I can find the sell-by date on the Little Debbie's. This says sell by December 31st. So these are obviously fresher. So I don't know how much time frame they give you for a sell-by date, but yeah, these are December 31st, and today is December 3rd. So yeah, well, that's quite a ways away. So it could be that these are just sitting on the shelf a bit long. I would say these are ready to be pulled off the shelf, even though we haven't even reached the sell-by date yet. We got 10 more days for this to reach the expiration date. So I'm really surprised about that. So let's try the Little Debbie now, and let's see how this tastes compared to the Hostess. Not getting it. I'm really surprised. Even though these are a lot more moist, they're definitely a lot fresher. This it has a kind of a funky taste to it. I'm not getting a whole lot of a chocolate flavor. Maybe if I would have started with the Little Debbie first, I would have gotten some chocolate flavor, but there's not a lot of chocolate flavor in this at all. I've got to say that the Hostess, taste-wise, tastes a whole lot better. I'm really getting a good chocolate or devil's food cake flavor in this. Or this is just kind of a sweet taste. Even though it's fresher and softer, it doesn't taste a lot like chocolate. I'm gonna take another small bite of each one and see if there's any more comparisons. I'm gonna try the Hostess one more time. Definitely better flavor, but it's stale. It's not as fresh as it should be, but the flavor is really good. Let's try Little Debbie again. Very good texture, very smooth, but it really doesn't taste like chocolate, at least compared to the Hostess. And it actually has kind of a little bit of a fruity flavor to it. If you can imagine that. I don't know why that would be. Maybe it's some contamination from another product. I don't know. But just a tinge of a fruity taste to that. Wow, this is a hard choice. I mean, I've got to say, for the taste, the Hostess still tastes good, but this particular box, just wasn't fresh. It wasn't as smooth as how I remember these. The Little Debbie, on the other hand, was really good and soft, really good and fresh, but the flavor is just lacking. I don't know if I'd recommend buying either one of these. I guess what I would say is the Hostess do taste better. If they were fresher, I would recommend these. But I really can't recommend either one of these. So for the Hostess cupcakes, I paid $4.99, which works out to 62 cents per cake. For the Little Debbie, I paid $1.29, which works out to 64 cents per cake. So the Hostess was the better value, at least buying it in the bigger package. And I couldn't find the Little Debbie in the bigger package. So I'm assuming the Little Debbie would be cheaper in a much bigger package. Taste-wise, the Hostess tastes much better. Texture-wise, the Little Debbie was much better. I don't see any really clear winners here, and I don't know if I'd ever be buying these again unless I see there was a lot of time on the expiration date, at least 30 days, I might consider buying these again. But if it starts getting close, here we're 10 days away from expiration, and these things I'm gonna say are stale. Take that for what it's worth. I can't say I enjoyed really eating either one of these, but it was still fun to do, and I was curious to see how this was gonna turn out. So thank you for watching Food Fights, and please subscribe so we can continue to try it before you buy it. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.